A Moto3 race winner here back in 2018, the year he won the World Championship. To Pecco's left, also from the Ducati Lenovo team, Enea Bastianini. Enea third in Spielberg, his sixth Grand Prix podium of the season. A great record here in Aragon as well, 6 podiums, including that brilliant last lap win here 2 years ago. And completing today's lineup, Gresini Racing's Marc Marquez. Marc, of course, 4th in the World Championship. His record here speaks for itself. 6 wins, 5 in Motogp, 7 pole positions, 8 podiums. So good here, they named turn 10 after Marc back in 2018. Gentlemen, welcome to all 4 of you. Pecco, we'll start the press conference with you. It's been some journey since that first MotoGP win here back in 2021. It's a journey into the unknown this weekend, a lot hotter than what we normally experience here in Aragon. A new surface as well. You said in Austria you're looking for revenge on Enea for 2022. So how confident are you think you'll be able to get that revenge this weekend?
First of all, I'm happy to be here because I like the track. The layout is fantastic. It's a mix of good tracks, and braking are there, fast corners are here. So I think we can enjoy our bike. Like the last 2 times we were here was switching perfectly the layout. So I think we can have a good potential. We know that Marc in this track is super fast, and Jorge too, but I think it will be a battle between us, all 4, because it's where Enea won last time here. I won in 2021. Marc won 6 times, I think, and Jorge was always fast. So will be a nice battle. But I hope to enjoy the weather and hope to enjoy the new asphalt.
Okay, you've almost answered my next question, which was you beat Marc in that great race in 2021, close to beating Enea in 2022. As you say, we have to add Jorge into the mix as well. Do you expect this weekend potentially to be one of the toughest battles of the season so far?
Let's see. Could be nice to have a nice battle between us. For sure, this track, every time in this track was difficult to open a gap. But I think the battle is always fantastic because we have many corners, and will be nice to have a battle like we had in 2021. And also in 2022 with Enea that was like was there pushing every lap to close the gap that was 7/10 every lap, but apart the last 2 laps, and then he overtook me. So it was a nice battle also in 2022.
Yeah, we're certainly hoping for another great show this weekend. For the time being, thanks, Pecco. We'll come on to Jorge Martin then. Jorge, you keep racking up the big points, super important for the championship, but you're a winner. You're here to win. Le Mans was your last Sunday victory in MotoGP. Do you feel you've got the potential to wrestle back that P1 this weekend?
Yeah, well, let's see. For sure, it's been a long time. Well, not a super long time, but since Le Mans, also Sachsenring, I was close, but I crashed. So I feel strong. I feel I have always the potential for the victory. Last 2 weekends I was more maybe conservative, trying to get points. Also, Pecco was on an amazing level in Austria, so it was really difficult. But here is complicated. I think, I mean, these 3 guys that I have here, they have won here already in the past in MotoGP. I just won in Moto3. So yeah, I'm the one missing. Hopefully I can close it here.
Jorge, as we've seen pretty much over the last 18 months, not just the last 2 or 3 Grand Prix, you and Pecco are so close in terms of speed and performance. What do you think is maybe just that one small piece that's been missing to just get the better of him over the last couple of races?
Yeah, it's really difficult. I think Pecco is on a really good level. He improved a lot his, maybe not weak point because he don't have weak point, but maybe his less strong point compared to me. I think he improved it, so I'm still missing to improve the one I need to. So yeah, it's difficult. Will be I hope to enjoy this battle till the end. I hope to have the chance till the end, and let's see what happens.
Many thanks, Jorge. We'll come on then to 3rd place in the World Championship, Enea Bastianini. Enea, of course, nobody will forget that incredible 2022 win here, taking the victory on the last lap against Pecco. He says he wants revenge here this weekend. So how do you feel about your chances of winning in Aragon once again?
Yes, has been a very good fight during this 2022 here in Aragon, and Well, I remember we have committed some mistakes during the race and was on the limit already on that year. And I think this year will be other step much difficult, no? Because I think the level is so high, and we're riding for Ducati, and I think all these riders can win that races, and we have to start very well. And in Austria something was wrong, is have not worked very well, but here we have to restart and try to do something more, no?
And there we know this weekend the big change for this circuit is the new surface for 2024. New surface often means time management will be super important. So do you think that your skills at the end of the race could be an advantage this weekend for you?
Yeah, then the new asphalt will be new for all the rider, and can change something, but I think we have to check the tire, because we have 3 tires on the rear and 3 tires on the front. And well, we have to try all of this choice, and let's see what we use during the race. But usually every year we use some more hardest tire on the front, and here we have a new specification like in Austria, but in Austria was too dangerous to use. Here we have some more degrees during the weekend, and also will be important to try it and try to put some lap.
And best of luck to you this weekend as well. Coming on then to Marc Marquez. Marc, as we mentioned, your record here speaks for itself. Amazing record. This weekend, though, feels a little bit like Austin and Sachsenring, where everybody was talking about you being a big favourite. How do you see it coming into this weekend?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, we arrive in a circuit that I like it, I enjoy it, and yeah, it has been strong in the past, but now is the present, and yeah, I know that doing a perfect weekend, maybe I will have the chance to fight with these top guys. It's true that in Austria it was super close. I feel super good with the bike, and that was one of the best weekends in terms of feeling with the bike. So let's see here how we start in FP1, FP2. This will be crucial for me, and if we start with a good base, then let's see if we can be with that top guys.
Marc, you said in Austria as well that this year, we've heard you say it a few times, all about rebuilding your feeling, rebuilding your confidence to be back at the front. Where do you feel you're at now in that process, in that journey? And do you feel in the final part of the season you are ready to win?
No, I mean, rebuilding was in the first part of the season. Now I feel super good. I feel super good with the team. I feel super good with the bike. It's true that we'll arrive some racetracks, like for example Silverstone, and in the future we will have again the same feeling in some racetracks that I will struggle more. But I hope to have my chance in some weekend to fight with the guys that now are super fast, and yeah, they are riding in a very good way. We will try. My target is try to fight for the podium positions, and then let's wait if we will have the chance to fight for the victory. If not, next year we'll have more opportunities.
Many thanks for the time being, Marc. Motogp Social then coming up later with a return to an old favourite with questions from Motogp fans. But now, please can we invite questions from the media? Thank you.
Here, Borja González from DAZN. A question for the 4 of you. It's easy. What do you think of the new calendar starting in Thailand next season, and also that we have again Breno in the World Championship?
It's not it's strange, but for the first time we will go to Thailand not in the thunderstorm period, so could be good. And about Brno, is one of the best tracks we ever had in the past, so I'm very happy about riding again in Brno.
Yeah, for me, I'm really looking forward to know the complete calendar, because they are giving us some clues, but we don't know. So yeah, Thailand for sure is a nice track. Will be hot, But as always, and yeah, also Breno, I really like it. I never rode with Motogp, but I think it will be a nice track for us.
Yeah, also for me, starting from Thailand will be hot, will be very hot and complicated. You know, physically, at the start of the season, you have to arrive very prepared, and will be good. And about Brno is one of my favorite track, and will be good to back on this place.
I think it's a good format. I mean, a bit different because now we concentrate Asia area in the end October, November, or September, October, and yeah, it will be important also to split in 2 times because we know that it's an important market for all the brands, and like this, we will have 2 races there in the beginning of the season and 2 races in the end.
Yes, hi everybody, Mela Chercoles, Diario AS. I have one question for all of you and one question for Pecco. Pecco, your victory in Austria was the number 25 for you. Is the same number of victories of Kevin Swan in all his career. What do you think about this? And the question for all of you is, if you ride sometimes the Ducati Multistrada before, I would like now your opinion. Thank you very much.
I think you grow watching numbers, watching riders, hear and listen about riders, dreaming about riders, and then you ride to these numbers to equalize the numbers of victory in the Premier classes. As Kevin Schwantz is something unbelievable. It's amazing for me. I'm very happy. And to be in the top 10 in the history is something fantastic for me. I was believing to be at this level from when I was very young, and arriving to this level is fantastic. And yeah, I ridden already the Multistrada. I think it's a fantastic touring bike. You can go everywhere, and it's fantastic. It's very smooth, super fast. You can do wheelie, so it's a great bike.
I've never tried the Multistrada. I don't even have the license, so yeah, I cannot ride it also.
Yeah, also for me, Multistrada is a good bike. I suggest to Ducati in the next race of champions to use this one.
So yeah, unfortunately I never ride Multistrada, but I'm looking forward to discover all Ducati family.
Hello guys. Question for you, Mark. Mark, we know that last year there was no race here at Aragon. You ride the GP23. Normally you would maybe look back at what happened last year. What is the difference for you knowing that there was no race here last year? Do you start from, let's say, the normal base, or do you look at other data?
No, basically we start, in my case, doesn't change the planning. Why? Because when we arrive in a racetrack, of course we have the data from them from last year, but especially on the engine part, on the engine brake part, each rider have his style, and then is the thing that we take more time to set up in a good way for my style. And as I say, if we start with a good base, everything is easier. So let's see if we can start in a good base tomorrow, FP1.
Hi, Dimitris Diatsidis from Greek TV. One question for Pecco and one for Mark. Pecco, the fight between you and Mark in your first victory, it is one of the best fights that we've seen these last years. You were very aggressive at that time, chasing your first victory. You will be the same as aggressive as at that time, also on Sunday to achieve the victory.
Absolutely. My mentality didn't change. I want to win. The only difference between 2021, my first victory, and now is that right now I know the way to win, different way to win, and If it was now the 2021 race, I was trying to manage more the gap, to have more margin between me and Mark in that case. But the fight could be the same, and could be fantastic to have the same fight and also the same result Sunday. Could be fantastic.
A question for Mark. Mark, this track has 10 left corners, and they're like the last two, they're long corners. Can you make up the time that you may lose on the right corners on these left corners and close the gap between these three guys and the GP24?
I mean, the target is try to don't lose on right corners and try to gain on the left one. So this will be the target, but obviously they are fast. And as we saw in Sachsenring, is all left corners and they were super fast. So we need to understand what is our level, what is the level of our opponents. But of course, it's a circuit that I like it, and this helps in the way to approach the practice, to understand the setup of the bike. But I cannot forget that still I never won this season. So we need to keep going, keep learning, and keep improving if we want to have the chance this Sunday or next Sundays.
Yes, Manuel Pesino for Riding Sport in Japan. A question for Pecco over here. Pecco, the Desmosedici 2024 is a great bike, we see it, but there is not a perfect bike. So what would you ask Dalinia and his engineer for next year, apart from more power that you always want?
First of all, it's impossible to have the perfect bike, because it's a mix of things that it's very difficult to reach. But what we are missing right now is a bit more traction in some situation. We are missing more traction compared the past, and it's a thing that I'm asking to the engineer.
Another question also for you. In the past, the Ducati was kind of a bike to be ridden straight to the apex and then go out. Now it's a bike that basically does corner speed. When did this characteristic change?
It changed a bit when we started to, when the engineer have understand that riders in Ducati can have different riding style. It was in 2020. In 2019 I was there, but the situation between factory teams and satellite team was quite different compared the situation right now. And my biggest problem was the braking, because I cannot do what I wanted with my engine brake. And as soon as we started changing it in 2020, that they started to adapt the engine brake to all the riders, we started to have to increase a lot our performance, because I was using a complete opposite engine brake compared to Dovizioso, that was the reference. And as soon as we started doing that, we started to see a bike that was turning, a bike that was having a lot of corner speed. And a good thing about our bike is that many riding styles can adapt to our bike because of that. And we don't have just one setting, one engine brake, one power delivery. We have more things, because every rider needs this one, and we are working on our own every weekend.
Hello, Alex Loperrey from Motogp magazine. A question for Pecco. Pecco, 3 years ago you arrived here without victories in MotoGP. You are 2 times world champion. You have 25 victories. You are leading the championship. What can you say about how your career has changed in just 3 years?
Was a strange season, the 2021, because I was close different times to win a race, but every time I was doing a mistake or I was having problems. And from that moment, I won the race in here, and then I won 4 out of 6. So it changed a lot my my mentality, because I was knowing that I was having the performance, the potential to win races, and from that moment everything have changed a bit, and I worked a lot on that point to arrive to the level we are now.
Hello, it's Mirko Colombi, Motosprint, Corriere dello Sport. Question for each of you guys about the new asphalt, the new surface, okay? You said maybe it will be aggressive in the dry condition. Okay, in the case of rain, how can you predict? Are you scared about it?
Normally when an asphalt is really new, split oil from the I don't know the terms in English, and it's a bit slippery. But I think I spoke with Celestino Vietti that had a test here 2 weeks ago, and apart in the morning that he said that was very slippery, in the afternoon the grip was fantastic. So I think will be not a problem. There are some patches on the asphalt that maybe could cause slipperiness, but let's see. I don't know. Normally on wet is more slippery in any case, so we will adapt.
Yeah, Pecco said it all. I think will be interesting, will be nice also with a lot of tires to try, so we have a lot of work tomorrow, but on the wet we will see. If it rains, we will try to understand fast.
Yeah, also for me, and I see some patch during when I'm walking a bit before, but I think will be good. We have very good tires, and probably will be much slippery compare other tracks, but I think and I hope it will be good.
Well, as they say, I believe in Motorland and stuff, and looks okay, the asphalt. So, but tomorrow we will see in FP1.
Antonio Ramos from Racer Media. Question to Marc. During the last weekend, you trained with David Alonso. So, in your opinion, what makes him so special?
He's a sponge. I mean, he's a rider that I was training with him and Maximo Quiles, both of them. They are super young and they are talented, and especially you say something to them in the beginning of the day, and then in the end of the day they are doing better than you. So so this is something really nice, and especially from both of them, but especially now from David that you asked me, they give everything on training, and this is something that even that in my career I crash a lot, and I train a lot and I win a lot, still I need that young spirit to on that trainings on 35 degrees keep going in the limit, and they give to me that spirit, and was a pleasure for me.
Yes, here Manuel Pesino again. A quick question for 4 of you. Last weekend in Motegi there was All Japan race mixed with GT races, car races and bike races on the track the same weekend. The circuit was completely sold out. So it was an experiment that seemed to work. What do you think about racing the same weekend cars and bikes?
We already spoke about it in the past, about have a weekend with Formula One in the same weekend. I don't know if it's possible to organize something like this. Could be great, but it depends where you are doing it, because it's normal that in Japan they feel a lot of passion for the motorsport. If you look at the Suzuka 8 Hours, Suzuka is completely full of people all around the track, and this is something that giving to us a lot of emotion is fantastic. So it depends where you organize it, and for sure could be nice.
Sorry, Pecco, I was thinking more in technical device.
Technical device?
Yes.
In what terms?
Because of the rubber of the cars and this.
Ah, no, I don't know. We never had an experience like this. But normally, when a car rides in the same moment as a bike, for a bike is very slippery. But we never tried.
Yeah, for me, well, as Pecco said, is I think the event will be nice. The experience will be nice. I think at the moment Formula One doesn't need. They are already sold out. So for me, it's important that we make MotoGP this big, and it's also sold out on the race weekends. Sometimes during this year happened. And yeah, well, the technical side, I don't know. For sure, the track will be really clean, because with all these hours of riding and driving, but I think will be really difficult to happen.
Yeah, the same. I think will be good to do it for the future, and I think also for us can be interesting, no? And something different always can be more emotional, and well, I think the MotoGP have made a good work during these last 2-3 years, and I think in his mentally there is something like this, no, for the future, but let's see.
About the technical side, difficult, because mix the rubbers, especially when F1 finish the race, you can see on the racetrack that is a lot of dust, but maybe we can race before then. But saying that, I think MotoGP have enough potential to sold out every circuit. The thing is that we need to work in a good way and do it in the future.
Okay, gentlemen, time now for MotoGP Social. A bit of a throwback to fans' questions. We have thousands of questions sent on our social media channels from all around the world. Thanks to all the fans who did get in touch with a question. We can only pick 4, though, for the 4 riders on stage. So, Pecco, we'll start with you. This is a question from Instagram from Julian1612. And the question is, Pecco, what bike do you ride at home in Italy?
Okay, it's not the same question. Okay. I'm riding Ducati Scrambler Night Shift, and I love it because I think it's the perfect bike to ride on a street. Not very powerful, but very clean.
Good for getting around Riccione and Cattolica, I'm sure, maybe. Jorge, the next question then comes from Visual OX. This is from X. Imagine you could invite anyone in the world to a party. You have 5 free invitations to give, and your friends and family are already there. So who would you choose? Name 5 people who inspire or amaze you would you like to invite to a party?
This is really difficult.
Maybe 3. Let's try 3.
5 is a lot.
Let's try. We'll go for 3.
Let's go. I will invite Conor McGregor because I can see he party a lot, so for sure I will have some fun. Then maybe Will Smith. It seems really, really funny, and Kevin Hart also because I will laugh a lot. And then, wow.
That's 3. Are you happy with those 3?
Angelina Jolie because she's Tomb Raider. and yeah, I think those 4 are good enough.
Good answer. We know Will Smith is a fan of yours, of course.
Yeah,
also.
also.
After Barcelona, he put on his Instagram.
And also Fisher. I will invite the Fisher.
Great answers. Okay, we'll come on then to Enea. This is also from Instagram. This is from Seradon Dana. Enea, if you could relive any moment of your career, which one would it be and why?
Wanna be. Not the last one. I think the 2014, my first year, because I've enjoyed it a lot during all the year, all the session, all the race was like a joke, and after have to be more serious, no? But the approach was different.
Again.
Nothing quite like the first year. Again, you're there to have fun and enjoy yourself. Finally then to Mark, another question from Instagram at mary.ru. Mark, if you could have your own team, which two riders would you have?
Pecco and Marquez.
Pecco and Marquez. Well, we're going to get to see that dream team for Ducati, aren't we? In 2025.
He bought the Ducati Lenovo team. I know that.
We do have one more question for all of you. This is from at Carolee Fan MM93. So I guess it's a fan of Mark. This is for all of you. What is the best thing about MotoGP? Pecco, we'll start with you.
Many things. The victory.
Nothing quite like a win, is there, on a Sunday? Jorge, what about you?
Yeah, for me, watching a race fighting till the last corner, I think is the best feeling you can have. For us, the riders, to pass, I mean, to finish in the first position is amazing, but also for the fan to watch that, you know, that the heart rate is at 200, so I think it's also nice.
Enea, what is the best thing about MotoGP for you?
Yeah, for me, the best things is the track is different, and I like when a bit the cards change, no, and in all the track you arrive and very positive to do on a good weekend. Something is don't work like what you want, but at the end you can resolve the problem. This is a good thing.
Mark?
The press conference with all of us.
I'm not quite sure I believe your answer there, Mark. I think
they already answered. So
yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay. Once again, thanks to all the amazing MotoGP fans who sent their questions. Congratulations to those who did get their questions answered. If we can just now, gentlemen, stand for the photo. Thank you. Okay, best luck to all four of you this weekend. Thank you.